Good evening and many thanks for joining us. You're watching Qtv Nightly News coming to you from our studios on Caraba Avenue with me, Ansmane Sonyase. Here are the main news headlines. The National Hajj Commissioner of the Gambia, in collaboration with the Ministry of Religious Affairs, held an orientation program for Hajj operators and pilgrims ahead of the 2024 Hajj in Makkah. And Qcell, the Gambia's most innovative GSM operator, has sponsored 8 people, including staff, to perform this year's Hajj in Makkah in Saudi Arabia. The ongoing Operation Clear Roads initiative ahead of the Tobaski Trade Fair in the Kanifing municipality reached the bustling Serakunda market on Thursday. And the Nigerian High Commissioner on Thursday unveiled 11 Technical Aid Corps members from Nigeria seconded to the Ministry of Higher Education to be deployed at the University of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology. And in sports news, few days after being unveiled, Scorpions coach Jonathan McKinstry this morning announced a 24-man squad for the 2026 World Cup qualifiers against Seychelles and Gabon. Well, stay tuned for more on these and other stories. And now here's the news in detail. The National Hajj Commission of the Gambia, in collaboration with the Ministry of Religious Affairs, held an orientation program for Hajj operators and pilgrims ahead of the 2024 Hajj in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. More in this report by Babukar Sise.
The meeting was attended by the 13 accredited Hajj operators in the Gambia, Hajj guides and intending pilgrims. They were reminded about the importance of Hajj, their obligations and the code of conduct and ethics of the kingdom. For the Sise, Secretary General of the National Hajj Commission, underscores the importance of the gathering.
This will bring all of them together, and Hajj Commission also will have the opportunity to speak to all of them at once, because you cannot go to all their locations every other time to meet them. But this one also, this meeting will bring all of them together, talk to them. They know who are the Amir, who are the Hajj Commission, the role of government, and things like that. So this is very, very important.
Sheikh Ibrahim Jaju, chairman of the National Hajj Commission of the Gambia, spoke about the spiritual aspect of Hajj, including the reward Allah attaches to Hajj. He reminded Hajj operators, guides, and intending pilgrims of the task ahead and advised them to work as a team to achieve their common goal. Sheikh Alhaji Esa Dabo, president of the Gambia Supreme Islamic Council, has this advice for the intending pilgrims while in Makkah.
When you are there, you have to be patient, and you have to also tolerate all things that you may see, different food, you may have different accommodation, but since you are there for the sake of Allah, any suffering that you bear and encounter, well, you have to tolerate that. Tolerating that, the Almighty Allah will promote you.
Pa Khalifa Sanyang, a representative from the Ministry of Religious Affairs, said since the start of preparations for this year's Hajj, the government of the Gambia has demonstrated unwavering commitment to the smooth conduct of Hajj and has supported Hajj operators in acquiring the US dollar at a significantly lower rate through the Central Bank of the Gambia. Mr. Sanyang added that with the help of President Barrow, the Gambia Civil Aviation Authority and the Gambia International Airlines had government's approval to waive applicable aviation levies to curtail charges by Ethiopian Airlines as the contracted pilgrim carrier, which has significantly subsidized the Hajj. The Secretary General of the National Hajj Commission announced the departure and return dates for pilgrims.
The first flight is leaving here on the 2nd June, and the second flight, the same on the 2nd June, is leaving. So the rest of the flight, 3rd, 4th and 5th, are leaving according to the date. So from the 2nd to the 5th, all pilgrims that are going through Banjul will all leave from Banjul to Medina directly through Ethiopian Airlines. And returning also is already set. First flight leaving Jeddah on the 29th of June, and the last flight will leave on the 3rd of July.
Armed with all this information and good guidance, Hajj operators and pilgrims are looking forward to a blessed and successful Hajj. Babukar Sise, Qtv News.
Now, still on Hajj, Qcell, the Gambia's most innovative GSM operator, has sponsored 8 people, including staff, to perform this year's Hajj in Mecca in Saudi Arabia. The intending pilgrims received their Hajj packages on Thursday at the Qcell building on Kairaba Avenue. For more, here is our colleague Babakar Sise again.
The presentation of full Hajj packages, including pocket or spending money, was presided over by Aissatou Sekaja, the Executive Director of the Q Group Foundation.
Every year we try to send some of our staff or loved ones to Mecca to perform the annual pilgrimage, which is a requirement of every Muslim if you can afford it. This year we have 8 people that are going and some loved ones. As part of the Hajj package, we pay for all the expenses of the Hajj, and we also give you a pocket money that you will take along. So we count this as our commitment to our staff to get them to perform the pilgrimage. So just have what we call sabr, patience, so that you can perform this successfully. We are praying also that when they go, they pray for the Q Group family so that we are able to do this and more every year.
Yamar Jaju is delighted.
Qcell is a big company, and I am lucky to be chosen to perform Hajj. I am so happy and would like to thank Qcell.
Sekou M. Juara says he has been looking for such an opportunity for a long time.
The Prophet says, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, al-hajjul mabrur, laysa lahu jaza illa al-jannah. So somebody who provides that for you to go to Jannah, he has done everything for you. This is the last objective of my life I'm looking for. Really, I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. The only thing we have for him is to pray for him and his family.
For Nyumansata Toure, it is an opportunity to fulfill her last unfulfilled pillar of Islam.
Nadino Kono, one of the pillars.
In Islam, it is one of the pillars for Muslims, and we all want to do it. We are grateful because the reward for a successful Hajj is Jannah. So we are happy.
Abdullah Barrow applauded Qcell's initiative and prayed for the company.
This is a very good initiative. Having such packages for staff is a source of motivation for all the staff. I think, as it was said here, this is going to be a continuity, and we pray that the company, Q Group, is able to continue this and doing it in a grand style every year.
By the grace of Allah, Jim Gay will also be performing Hajj this year.
I am very content, fulfilled. It's an obligation that all of us here today, the group has taken off our shoulders. It is a dream come true for any Muslim. We cannot but thank the chairman of the Q Group and the family, and we pray that the company grow strength to strength, the family grows strength to strength.
Qcell is commended for their intervention in various sectors of society, especially in the propagation of Islam and promoting the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Babakar Sise, QTV News.
And we're wishing all pilgrims a successful Hajj. Now, the ongoing Operation Clear Roads initiative ahead of the Tobaski Trade Fair in the Kanifing municipality reached the bustling Serakunda market. Loliam Kamara was with the team carrying out the operation and filed this report.
The Operation Clear the Roads initiative was launched by the government in collaboration with other stakeholders in the security sector. 8 months on, the authorities are still seeking to improve the roads leading to the market and ensure smooth transportation for vendors, customers and passers-by.
It is sad where places that have been already cleared, we got recognition from everywhere. Internationally, they were calling the government, they were calling everybody. In Gambia, they are on the right path. We started it before all the neighboring countries. Now, the other countries that emulate us, they are far ahead of us. Senegal started recently, and they are doing it halfly, because it's not right, it's not right.
The roads were cleared of any obstacles and traffic flow was regulated to make the journey to the market hassle-free. The team, led by Bakari Mane, the head of the task force, began dismantling illegal erected stalls on the highways and issued warnings to their owners.
Next time bu ñëwaatee ñu fekkee ngeen génne mbalit yi seen biir bitik bi si kanam bitik yi suñ fekkee mbalit yi ni fini dama tëj bitik yi yëpp borom bitik yi dama la naa arrest for anti-littering and will arrange you for anti-littering. Suñ luwaay ñoo ko wax.
As the Tobaski Trade Fair draws nearer, the Serekunda market is usually a melting pot of cultures and traditions, with vendors from different regions of the country displaying their goods. Thanks to Operation Clear the Roads, there is a huge improvement on our roads, making it a lot easier for vendors to transport their goods to and from the market. Here are Cadet ASP Modu Musa Sisao, PRO of the Gambia Police Force, and Bakari Mane, head of the Clear the Roads Task Force, respectively.
When it comes to the rams, people will be selling all around the streets and all that. So this is well coordinated, and hopefully in due course it will be announced where some of these things activities will be taking place in terms of where people can go to buy rams. But for today, we are here as Operation Clear the Road to ensure that the Serekunda market and the surrounding is clear. And we are working with the regional command of the Gambia Police Force at Serekunda. We've been here since 6 o'clock to ensure that people don't just randomly, haphazardly and everything to just come and place their sales on the street.
We all know when it's near Tobaski, you see rams everywhere. Even in front of State House, you see some rams there. And that is not telling good about Gambia. You know, mosques in our mosque vicinity, you see them everywhere. And for us, that is development. It's not development. Now these people come in to say, yes, we have designated places. Abuko, the DLS where they're using, the official one, is huge. It's a big one. Opposite where the castles are is also huge. That can only accommodate everything. But what we are saying is that's not enough. You have Brikama Abattoir and you have Banjun Abattoir.
The ongoing Operation Clear Roads initiative aims to improve the country's roads and transportation infrastructure. Additionally, these activities are part of the preparations for the forthcoming Tobaski Festival and to enhance organization and ensure smooth traffic flow, effective vendor placement, and overall public safety during this significant cultural event. For QTV News, Lolly M. Kamara.
And a report there by Lolly M. Kamara will lead us to the commercial break, but we will be right back.
The future is now with Qcell's 5G network. Experience speeds like never before with our new 5G Rocket Fixed Internet plan. Get speeds from 10 Mbps to 100 Mbps. Your 5G-enabled devices. Walk into Qcell headquarters to get one of our 5G routers and experience the true feeling of 5G. Only with Qcell. Qcell brings you the future. Tech, innovation, incredible speed. The future is now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. Qcell, Sunyapus. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Now, on Thursday, the Nigerian High Commissioner unveiled 11 technical aid corps members from Nigeria seconded to the Ministry of Higher Education to be deployed at the University of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, USHET. Julian Jai attended the event and Sina reports.
These 11 volunteers are being deployed following a request from the Gambia's Ministry of Higher Education and comprises professors and PhD holders in the field of engineering. The senior academics are being deployed by the Nigerian government as part of its Technical Aid Corps TAC program, which assists African and Caribbean countries by deploying professionals in various fields to meet their manpower needs during a 2-year voluntary service. Mrs. Olayinka Timideyo Balagon, the acting Nigeria High Commissioner, spoke of what the partnership entails.
Period of their tour of duties are being paid by Nigeria solely. The receiving country, in its own capacity, ensures that they are accommodated and they are comfortable to deliver their areas of specialization in that country. This has been the agreement between Nigeria and the Gambia, which has been over the years. We've had this agreement since 2009. So we've had over 500 volunteers that have been deployed to the Gambia.
Mrs. Rahila Kaura Ayuba is the Director of Monitoring and Evaluation with Nigeria's Technical Aid Corps.
A lot have applied, more than 10,000, but out of these 10,000, only few of them have been lucky to come here because of their professional qualification. And so I strongly believe that their wealth of knowledge and also experiences, they will share with the Gambians.
Ambassador Langyabo, Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and Dr. Yusufa Toure, Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Higher Education, spoke of the importance of the Nigeria-Gambia partnership and gave assurances of the Gambia government's continued support.
You cannot have a place better than Nigeria to help us, stand by us, the way we will want somebody to stand by us. Because this is not the first time this Federal Republic continue to stand by the Gambia. The volunteers we had in the judicial system, those in the health sector, and I can attest to the quality that they added to the health sector.
You know, we know what this means. Even in Nigeria, to bring this group together, you know, this group of engineers together, even in Nigeria, you know, you can move mountains. You know, so I am not going to underestimate, you know, what you have given us. It's immense, it's great.
Professor Ado Yusuf Abdul Fattah, on behalf of the volunteers, expressed appreciation to the Nigerian and Gambian governments for the opportunity and gave an assurance of quality service delivery during their deployment.
We are ready to do our best. I would also like to appeal to the university for a maximum cooperation.
Samuel P. Owusu Ofori, Vice Chancellor of USAT, welcomes the volunteers and calls on them to look beyond USAT in their service delivery.
Anytime I drive around, I see a lot of issues that we can help with, address. Not just in the classroom. We can form a team of engineers, and help the whole nation.
Established in 1987, Nigeria-STAC is an intergovernmental volunteering program set up by the federal government as a foreign policy mechanism to deliver technical manpower assistance to other developing countries. The scheme has given a positive boost to Nigeria's foreign policy, especially as it relates to its efforts to enhance sub-regional, regional and international cooperation. For QTV News, I am Julden Yai.
Now, the Gambia Public Utilities Regulatory Authority, Pura, announced on Wednesday the launch of its new program, the Pura Student Ambassadors in selected schools in the Greater Banjul area. The aim of this program is to educate and empower students to become advocates for responsible and sustainable use of public utilities. William Kamara tells us more.
Officials from Pura said the pilot program will be rolled out in 3 schools in the Greater Banjul area, with plans to expand to more schools in the future. The selected schools include Newsrat Senior Secondary School, the Gambia Methodist Academy, and Gambia Senior Secondary School, respectively. The Pura Student Ambassadors program will provide students with capacity-building training to understand the role of Pura in regulating public utilities such as water, electricity, and telecommunications. They will also learn the importance of responsible use of these utilities for the environment and their community. The Director of Economic Regulation at the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority, Burama Jame, and Jamila Tusedifai, Acting Director, Department of Consumer Affairs at Pura, both stated that the Pura Student Ambassadors program is a great initiative that will benefit the students and the entire community, adding that by educating and empowering these young minds, they hope to create a generation that is aware and responsible in using public utilities.
The rationale for this policy shift is our realization that youth, based on their unique characteristics, can bring about valuable and unbiased feedback, which can influence effective policy formulation leading to improved service delivery. It is against this backdrop that today we are gathered here to launch the Pura Youth Ambassadors Initiative.
Pura has been making advocacy activities over the years, but the student population or the youth population is kind of been neglected by Pura, I can say. So in this, we want to make it up for the youth community to be involved in whatever we do.
The selected schools have expressed excitement about the program and have promised to actively participate and support its implementation. Here are Mary Yvonne Correa from Newsred Senior Secondary School, Amazing Elizabeth Okon from Gambia Methodist Academy, and Sohna Maiten from Gambia Senior Secondary School, respectively.
It's so wonderful that I am chosen to be an ambassador for my school. And then the expectation from me is like whatever I have obtained or gained from this workshop, I am expected to go outside as an ambassador of Pura and then explain to people what are the benefits, what are the importance, and what is their mandate.
I will make sure that I will organize seminars in my school, teaching the students first about their rights, responsibilities towards Pura and what they do. I'll make sure I go to my community.
I would like to say a big thank you to Pura for taking these big decisions of including us in this wonderful program, because we are the futures of tomorrow. If we are not educated about these things at this age, then when we grow up, it will be another work to do.
The Pura Student Ambassadors Program is expected to have a positive impact on the community and promote sustainable development in the Greater Banjul area and eventually to the rest of the country, especially at a time where the world is facing environmental and social challenges. So, programs like these are crucial for creating more responsible future citizens. For QTV News, Lolly M. Kamara.
And from the report there by Lolly M. Kamara, now on to some exciting sports news. Now, a few days after being unveiled, Scorpions coach Jonathan McKinstry this morning announced a 24-man squad for the 2026 World Cup qualifiers against the Seychelles and Gabon. Amor Tamba was at Football House and he now reports.
There is an international flavor to those called up. Youngsters Adama Bojang of Reims in France, Dembo Sedikan of Vancouver Whitecaps in Canada, Seni Sanyang of PFC CSKA Sofia in Bulgaria, Adama Sidibe of St. Johnstone in Scotland, and Idrissa Cisse of ASC Jarraf in Senegal. All earned their first call-ups to the senior national team for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers against the Seychelles and Gabon, scheduled for the 8th and 11th of June, respectively. McKinstry's first squad has only summoned 13 players from the squad that played at the 2023 African Cup of Nations in Côte d'Ivoire, where the Gambia got eliminated at the group stage. McKinstry says he tried to get the right balance in terms of position, youth and experience.
The goalkeepers are Ibrima Jarju, Sheikh Sibi, Modu Lamansar. The defenders, Saini Sanyang, Omar Gay, Mohamed Sana, Dadi Dudu Gay, Omar Kali, Idrissa Cisse, and Dembo Saidi Khan. The central midfielders, Ebu Adams, Yusuf Abob, Alassane Mane, and Mamadou Badjo. In the attacking line, we've got Musa Barrow, Musa Jawara, Aliou Fadera, Yankuba Minte, Ablai Jallo, Ibrima Kole, Abdoulaye Sanyang. And then the strikers are Mohamed Badamosi, Adama Bojang, and Adama Sidibe.
The inclusion of the young Scorpions quartet of striker Adama Bojang, left-back Seni Sanyang, central defender Dembo Sedikan, and midfielder Mahmoud Bajo in the squad is a big boost for the younger generation. But some notable names are absent, and coach Jonathan McKinstry clarifies.
Our list of injuries, quite significant. Babukar Gay, goalkeeper. Jacob Mandy, hamstring injury, still recovering. Ibu Turai, ankle injury, out. James Gomez, Achilles injury. Noah Sundberg. Alaji Sane has a shin injury. Ibrahima Darbo, quad injury. Suleiman Mane, still in the recovery phase. Hamza Bari pulled his hamstring in the last game of the season. Asan Cisse, still in the recovery phase of his injury. Ali Sow underwent minor surgery a couple of days ago.
McKinstry says he is looking forward to getting players into the team to perform straight away, as well as expecting the team's performances to evolve significantly.
In terms of the coaching staff, you'll notice when I told you even about the staff that aren't in the room, I called them all assistant coaches, because that's the way I view them. There is no first, second, third, fourth, fifth.
The players will all gather in Morocco on Monday, June the 3rd, 2024, with the exception of Besiktas defender Omar Colley and Young Boys winger Ibrahima Colley, who will arrive a day later for a week-long training camp before facing the Seychelles. The Scorpions are already playing catch-up in their group, which apart from their next two opponents includes Burundi and Ivory Coast, both of whom inflicted defeats on the Gambia, as well as Kenya. For QTV News, I am Amadou Tamba.
Well, we look forward to those two important games, and I'm afraid that's all about it. But before we take a leave of you, we're happy to announce that census officially begins at midnight tonight, so make sure you're counted. On behalf of the entire production team, thanks for watching. Join us tomorrow, same time.